Hello everyone, Rituro here with another episode of Blue and White, my video review, video diary, let's play of Football Manager 2014, specifically with the Vancouver Whitecaps in Major League Soccer. Lots to get to. So let's begin right off the bat with some happy news here. Russell Teibert, a product of the Vancouver Academy system and call-up to the senior men's national team for Canada, has his first international goal. We're so proud of you, Russell. That goal was scored in a fairly standard 5-1 stomping of Montserrat. So not the most prestigious of goals, let's call it, but still a goal is a goal when you score for your country, and Russell was a great servant for it so far. He, Marcus Haber, Will Johnson, and Josh Simpson all found the back of the net. Will Johnson twice, once from the penalty spot. So great for Teibert. Looking at that full squad from that call-up there, let's go back here. Decent looking squad, actually. Teibert got the start as representative of the Whitecaps. Hume also started as well, which is good to see. 7.1 up front, though he didn't score, which is worrying. Caleb Clark on the bench, unfortunately did not see any action. Franco Lewis, however, came off the bench, did see some time. Great for him. Always good to see. And Kyle Porter on the bench did not actually see any time. Speaking of Franco Lewis, very, very happy to see his development. He has finished his tutoring under Steven Badischer, and it went fantastic. He is now officially a 3-star defender. That is fantastic for someone who came up from the residency program. He's even still got his potential listed as 3.5, that's pretty darn good. We had him as 4, so he's fallen off a little bit, which is unfortunate, but he is still, that's serviceable. That's very serviceable. Great for both club and country. Well done, Frank Lewis, and well done, coaching staff, for getting us this defender, and thank you, Steven Badischer, for being a great tutor. One thing I did want to go over before I got too further into today's episode is this 5-4-1, or this 5-2-2-1, this empty bucket formation, whatever you want to call it. I'm becoming less and less enamored by it. I really feel like the time has come to update this formation and find a new defensive formation for this roster. Now, I've got a few ideas that I'm kicking around here, but I want to hear from you, the viewers. So if you're watching this on Twitch, leave a message either on Twitch chat or through Twitch messaging. If you're watching this on YouTube, please leave a comment in the comment section below based on the roster that I have here. Here's everyone that I've got. What formation would make a good defensive formation? So we're not looking to win the game with this one. This will be a shutdown, try and see the game out, park the bus, staunch the bleeding, whatever you want to call it. I'm looking for a new defensive formation. Now, I have some ideas of my own, but I'd like to hear yours. Leave a message, and who knows, maybe we'll find something that is even better than what I have planned. Some people who could use some ideas and some plans are two coaches who were recently fired. So as the season winds up and teams are already qualifying for playoff spots at the very least, or straight out for their positions, we do have some sackings to report. Frank Klopas fired by the Impact. He is gone. This is quite interesting here. Apparently, Brad Friedel, John Spencer, Peter Novak, and Ziggy Schmid are the favorites here. Of course, Ziggy gone from Seattle. Jason Kreis took over there, if you can believe that craziness, because, of course, NYCFC does not exist in this game. And one other firing, Portland. Portland sacked Caleb Porter. Portland, who are not technically out of the playoff hunt, but goodness knows they are running out of time in a hurry, got rid of Porter, pulled the trigger. That is incredible. Nice thing about 2014 that I hadn't noticed in previous editions, they actually show you the job advert for a new head coach. They show you the reputation, all the stuff that you need right here. Now, obviously, I'm not going to declare interest in this job. I've declined every job interview that I've had. I think I'm up to 5 or 6 now on 5 or 6 different countries. So, feather in the cap there. But that's really neat. They actually show you exactly what you would be getting into if you applied for that job. Final thing to show before we get into the matches that have happened. It's been quite an interesting time on the international duty. 16 call-ups. 16 call-ups for my squad, which is fantastic. 15 here, plus Jason Holt has been called up by Scotland, I believe, to their U21 side. I'll just confirm that after I show off the U20s for Canada. Sam Matakugbe, Dom Gantar, Stefan Felbab, Adrian Russell Rayner, Nicholas Gamble, and Angelo Carmelo Fletcher, all for the U20s. For the senior squad, Milan Borja and Ian Hume, Russell Tybert, Bryce Alderson, Caleb Clark, Tiernan Hart, which is a shocker for me, but I mean, he's a right midfielder, so good for him. Yeah, surprised and nervous. I don't blame him. It's currently listed as a 2-star, projected to possibly be a 3.5. Great for him. Johnny Leverone called up for Honduras, and Darren Maddox called up for Jamaica. I want to check very quickly here to see if Holt got called up to the senior squad or if he got called up to the U21s. Did travel international squad? He was not called up to the senior squad. He was indeed called up to the U21s. The only U21 call up from outside the British Isles. And on the senior squad, yep, all overseas. Legitimately overseas, as opposed to the apparently magical sea that exists between the US and Canada. Not that I'm still complaining about that, but I totally am still complaining about that. Anyway, great to see so many players getting called up. Let's take a look at the matches that have happened since last time. We start off with San Jose. Do I know the way to San Jose? Apparently we do for a 1-1 draw. Jason Hernandez scoring late in the 3rd minute of stoppage time to deny us would have been a great away result. A key one, too, with San Jose nipping at our heels for that final playoff spot in the 4th and 5th spot in the play-in. Brian Grzic was the player of the match, though nobody on our side really had that much of a bad showing. Bendik even got a run out and did all right. I mean, considering that Borgen's still injured, I would hope Bendik would be doing all right. Though, goodness knows, if anything goes wrong, I will not hesitate to bring in my youth. Though, if you'll notice for this squad, I had 4 substitutes. 4 substitutes for this match. A combination of call-ups and injuries just ravaged the squad, so a 1-1 draw is even more impressive. It's even more impressive that we almost hung on for that 1-0 win. Anyway, the goal, Badisher throws into Hart. Rio Coker then waits for help, gets it over to Kofi. Inside to Mesquita. Plays it for Demane with just a beautiful curler off the post and in. Freezes Bush in goal. That is Bush, right? No, it's Bingham, I'm sorry. However, Grzic on that, just nobody. 3 guys there, nobody could stop Hernandez from getting his head to the ball, and that late equalizer denies Vancouver a full 3 points. Following that, it was to Colorado. Colorado, who are currently sitting 4th in the Supporter Shield standings, who are on top of the Western Conference. We handed them a 5-0 thwomping at home. Jay DeMerit with the winner on a set piece, but Mesquita, Kofi, Felbab, and Rio Coker all got in on the act. I mean, what do you say about a 5-0 destruction of the Western Conference leader? I mean, it's an outlier, to be sure. But I mean, look at the players that I had dressed. These were all first-choice players, and they made me look like a genius for picking this squad. Tell you what, 21 shots to 7, 10 on target, just 8 clear-cut chances. Could have been even better. DeMerit at the near post takes a touch off of Holt's corner to put in the winner to make it 1-0. But of course, we weren't done there. Then you have, off of a restart from the offside, Colorado looking for a way back into the match here. In the 32nd minute, Buttle turns, but can't get around Schuler. Is that DeMerit? That's DeMerit. Instead is forced to go back, and Holt makes a great interception here to spring Ian Hume. Lays it off for Kofi, goes long. Can't get over the head of Klub, but Kofi intercepts again. Hume to Holt, to Mesquita. Oh, how many times have we seen Mesquita from that exact spot, post and in? He's actually completed his placed shot training, so I'm hoping we'll see a few more. Holt then in the second half from a free kick to Merritt, back to Kofi, and Kofi cleans that up to make it 3-0. Set pieces, I tell ya. Kleber from the corner. Felbab can't quite get there, but he gets a second crack at it, and finally puts it in off the scramble. Stefan Felbab, his first ever senior goal as a Whitecap. And then the nightcap for the Whitecaps. Because why not at this point? Why not? Rio Coker takes the ball off Mwanga. Danny Mwanga left on the turf, which springs Tiernan Hart to go off to the races. His cross finds Maddox, but the shot is deflected back to Rio Coker, who deposits it in the back of the net. 5-0, an 8.12 average rating. A complete and thorough demolition of Colorado, which put us in a great mood for moving on to CONCACAF Champions League against Comunicaciones. A win would have done wonders for us, and wouldn't you know it, a 3-1 win at home. Ian Hume with a brace, Russell Tybert to cap it off. And that brace was crucial because not long after Hume scored, Alex Siakaviza did manage to equalize for Comunicaciones. Thankfully, that's as much as they would get. Gander had a great game in net, did the youngster. Franco Lewis carried a slight knock through this game from the early stages, which did not fill me with confidence. Thankfully, early goal did help. Mesquita, from his favorite position out wide, it's back to Schuler, into Rio Coker. Schuler. Holt. Schuler. Back to Gantar. The young keeper. Forward to Rio Coker. To Mesquita. Plays in Hume, and Hume scores. Now you may be wondering, was that onside? Let's take a look here. Mesquita touches the ball there. Yes, he is kept onside by Alvarado. Hume is onside. There's the finish. Thank you very much. 1-0 Vancouver. Comunicaciones responded almost immediately, though. 3 minutes later. It's okay. We've seen enough celebration. There we go. Monterroso's free kick finds the... Oh, it was a very poor mark there on that free kick, but Siakaviza buries it to make it 1-1. Making his chance count. However, on to the Comunicaciones free kick. It does not go well, and Mesquita holds possession. Gets it forward to Jason Holt, over to Rio Coker. And Mesquita up the right side, rampaging. Goes back to Rio Coker, inside to Holt. Center of the park to Gershon Kofi. Kofi, out to the left side for Sam Adekugbe. To Russell Tybert. Tybert to Hume. Adekugbe to Tybert to Hume. All Canadian content. And that's the 2-1 goal, the winner from Hume. It's going to help his goal scoring confidence, no doubt, but the Caps weren't done. They would bag a third here. This is Kimura coming in for Franco Lewis. Does well to get the ball over to Tybert eventually, by way of about 4 other players, and Tybert adds more Canadian content to the goal-scoring record, a 3-1 victory. And if, man, the Caps are just rolling. What could possibly stop the Whitecaps? How about RSL? A 2-0 loss away to the always tricky RSL. 54th minute goal from Javier Morales, and then an 82nd minute penalty from Alvaro Sabrillo. Not much to say about this one. Bendik did not have the best of games, really. Defense as a whole just got victimized repeatedly by RSL, which is really, that's nothing new. Nothing new to fans of MLS, both in real life and in Football Manager. RSL will victimize you given half a chance. First goal here, ultimately the winner, off of some more solid midfield play from Beckerman. Beltran does well to get around his man there, Tybert. Findlay and Beckerman. Morales chips it forward. Demerit does well to intercept it. Gets over to Brian Gall. But unfortunately, the empty bucket 5-4-1 or 5-2-2-1, whatever you want to call it, does not stop Morales from putting in a delicious goal. What a strike from distance. 5-4-1 is good at stopping you in close, but from distance, you can't really stop that. And then Sabrillo converts the penalty. So this is why I want to do with something other than the 5-4-1. It's just not working out. Just not doing well enough to stop teams like RSL. And then we get to this LA match. LA is doing alright. They're in third. But they have put us on a 2-game losing streak for the first time in ages. When was the last time we had a 2-game losing streak? Never this season have we had a 2-game losing streak. How about last season? Ah, there we go. There was a 2-game losing streak. Did we have one there? Chicago, LA. So it looks like July 20th, 2013. Chivas at the end of the season. Did we win to start the season? We did not, but we did not lose. So, yes, that is our last time we had a 2-game losing streak. More than a year ago. And it happened. Thanks to Gustavo Morales. Another Morales. In the 14th minute, despite outshooting LA, Despite having even possession and fouling the bejeebus out of them, we were unable to crack Jaime Pinedo. Bendik, not solid. This is why I want to get rid of him and replace him with another backup keeper, Zach McMath. Holt had a bad game as well in his attacking mid-roll. Thankfully, it was only the one goal. I guess we can look at it that way. Though in a home match, you'd like to think we could at least find a way to get the draw. Sadly, it was not to be. And from that goal kick, Marco Papa to Robbie Keane. Back to Papa. Papa. Good cross there from Morales, who takes a bounce and puts it past Bendik. Didn't really move much to give up the first ever goal for Gustavo Morales. Which brings us to our featured match against RSL. We're in this 2-game slide. We're at home. RSL is a very good team. They are trying to catch San Jose for 5th place. We are trying to catch San Jose for 3rd place. A win here would go a very long way to securing we can finish no worse than 5th. As it is, we can finish no worse than, I want to say, let's see here. I want to say we finish no worse than 6th. But it's going to take some solid performances to see out the season. So let's see how we do. Vancouver RSL slightly expanded. This isn't the usual 4-4-2 diamond that RSL have been known to play. They are putting attacking guns forward. So we're going to try. We're going to try and match them with our 4-2-3-1. Because I don't trust that 5-4-1 anymore. Got some decent talent here. I don't think I necessarily want to play Adekugbe, but I don't really have a choice. Because Kleber is injured. Got Leveron on the bench. Curry and Alderson are not quite 100%. Hart is. Congratulations, Hart. You just made the squad. And with that, our featured match for today's episode of Blue and White is Vancouver and RSL at BC Place. Oh boy. Coming off of a loss. RSL coming off a 3-0 loss to Toronto. Both teams will be looking to change that. We're going to keep an eye on Sabo here. We are going to try and keep an eye on Ayoze and João Plata. We are going to absolutely, having Morales on the bench, John Sturzer, I was going to close down and hard tackle the bejeebus out of these players. Come on, boys. Show me what you can do to break out of this run. Oh, good. They're all buying what I'm selling. They are buying what I'm selling. This fills me with confidence. I'm going to say we need to retain possession. I'm going to say we need to play wider. I'm going to say we need to hassle those opponents and work the ball into the box. And away we go. Vancouver in their white, RSL in their claret and cobalt, their traditional kit. And let's see how we do. Possession looking good early on. Adekube's taking an early knock. He'll be fine. 20 minutes, no shots on goal. This is a closely contested affair here. Possession favors us. Kobe's earned himself a card. Don't like seeing that. RSL has now had one shot and it's been on target. Well, that was a fast half. The teams are dead even. Go out there. Come on, guys. Much more to come. I have to believe in you. Especially you, Hume. Because I really don't have a choice considering what I paid for you. I should also point out that this is Milan Borjan's first match back after his injury, a broken jaw. We are very happy to have him back. And so far he seems to be doing quite well. Alright, we need a change. Beltran, hey? Duly noted. Mesquita is not having the best day in front of goal. So, time to drop Ian Hume back and bring Caleb Clark on. Alright, let's take a look at Beltran here. Tony Beltran, stop crossing those balls. Bam. Saborio. To Scorchers. Rio Coker gets a foot in, and he's in a foot race now. Rio Coker and Donovan. Donovan brings down Rio Coker cleanly. No card there. Would have been had he slipped up. Could have been a case there for last man back. Tybert to Adekugbe now. Here's the cross. Oh, Ramondo spilled it. And some help from his defenders keeps Caleb Clark getting an easy goal. Demerit is loose. Out for another corner. Tybert again. Demerit near post. Back to Tybert. Crosses into the mixer, but it's cleared out. This is looking more positive now. For Vancouver, the introduction of Caleb Clark has done well. And Hume can't get to that ball, though. So Kevin Alston snuffs it out. Jose gets past Badischer. Beckerman, Grabavoy. Sapario, saved by Borjan. That's why I have him here. Okay, Adekugbe, I know you're learning it all, but I want Leverone in here. I need him to be doing things and such. Because I cannot afford to give up. Goal here. They Grabavoy. His corner short. Snuffed out by Hume. Adekugbe is off. Leverone is in. Bradley Wright Phillips with a brace. Alright, let's see if we can, Hart, you're coming into the match. Hume has improved slightly, but not enough. Morales with the corner. Grabbed by Borjan. Plays it for Hart. Hart can't get there, but Rio Coker can. Holt now. Caleb Clark. He's found him. Caleb Clark, free of the defender. Saved by Nick Raimondo. So Vancouver's actually first shot on target all game. Tybert's corner. Looking near post. Morales heads that away. Oof, this is going to be a close one. And it looks like it may very well end as a draw. Raimondo's goal kick. It's headed away by Schuler. Plata. Saved by Borjan. And that is indeed the draw. But against RSL, that's still pretty darn good. Good job, guys. Holt's not buying it. But the defense held. And that is the important part. Keeps us above the teams below us. Keeps us above RSL, which is more important. And with that draw, they actually pull ahead of San Jose on differential, I would imagine. Oh, that means if this holds, we would have to face RSL in the play-in match. Oh, wildcard match, play-in match, whatever you want to call it. Oh, I do not want to have to face RSL in a single match to determine who continues in the playoffs. That does not... that does not fill me with hope. And drew with his former club, did Chris Schuler. But that is fine by me. We have some time off now for the international break. Next time on Blue and White, it'll be the conclusion of the regular season and the beginning of the 2014 MLS playoffs. Thank you all for watching, everyone. My name is Rituro. If you like what you've seen, please subscribe to me on YouTube. Please follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/Rituro, youtube.ca/SteelSwords. Leave a comment, like, favorite, do what you must. My name is Rituro. Thank you again for watching, and we'll see you next time.